started.
Okay, we got a game. Let's see. Against d4, what am I playing these days? Let's just try d5. I haven't played that in a while. Okay, Queen's Gambit. I'm going to do the Slav defense. Playing Surfman from the USA. People don't usually stop to think on this move. There we go. Yeah, either knight move is okay, I think. I just defend the pawn in the center. I set up this pawn triangle. I'm going to play knight d2. And let's see, if he wants to undermine these pawns, if he wants to try and clamp down on the queen side, he can, I guess. So this square is ruled out for the bishop, so the bishop comes here. And looks like he's got a clamp on these squares, these dark squares here. I have to worry about this, but not right away. I don't want his pieces getting into my camp, so the fact that he has influence on these squares is a potential problem, but not yet. So let's castle and then start harassing this bishop. He hasn't played his e-pawn forward, so this knight is pretty safe here. And I think I'm just going to push forward with f6 and e5. Now I have to be careful. Let's see, actually, I made a mistake already. Yeah, he could have played g4 here and trapped this knight, which has no squares. That's silly. So, you gotta make sense of your plans a little better than that. At least I have a square for it now. Okay, so let's go back to the idea of pushing this pawn to e5. Now I have to worry about this pawn here on g5, so I got to play h3, it looks like, before I can play e5. Is there something else I should be doing? Maybe pushing some pawns on the queen side to counter these guys? Finding a home for this bishop? If I did push, he takes, I take, he takes, I take, he takes. He wins that pawn there, so it's not clear that's ever going to happen. Maybe I should do rook up, knight here to here, and then this bishop is free to go to a square or two, a little more space. Okay, he castled. I'm going to go ahead and shore up this g-pawn here. Gives me the option of later pushing f5 if I want to, or e5. And I'm going to ignore the queen side for a moment. And play knight f7. So the knight can route through f8 to g6. And he can get something going against this pawn, but it's not hanging yet, so if he takes, I'll just take back. Now I still can't push here, right? Takes, takes, knight takes, bishop takes. No good. So let's push here instead. I can push this all the way to f4. Try and shut out that bishop. I couldn't tolerate that knight there. It was is hitting on this c6 square, among other things. So definitely a sore spot in my position. I could later on think of playing like a5 and bishop to a6. Ah, there, he's hitting on that. Okay, I got to defend this time. So not so easy to get his pieces in. I think putting his rook on the b file is probably the way to go. But he can land a rook here. But this square is covered, and this square is covered, and that square is covered. So far I'm okay. Now if I move my bishop here, he can come forward with his bishop to this square. But if I move my knight here, he can take the pawn on f4. So let's threaten the bishop first. Then I can come in with the knight. And he doesn't have time. Well, he could take here, but I get to take his bishop. And when he recaptures, then I can recapture the pawn. And then this pawn will also be loose. Okay, he can do that first. Let's see. But if I take here, then he takes there. I take back with the knight. I get 2 pieces for the rook, which is good. And
check.
If he takes... Well, he didn't. If he takes the knight, then I can move the rook at that point. But this was better for me. So now I think I should take back. And let's open up this diagonal. I need a little space for my pieces. Just need to get this bishop out now. So maybe the bishop can come out now with the queen gone. Can come out along this diagonal, a6 to f1. Or it could stay on this diagonal. If I just move my queen out of the way, maybe to that square. Queen c7 allows the bishop to come out unimpeded. Now he can come in there. He's attacking this pawn, which is defended. He's threatening to go to this square, which is open. So let's cover that. I can't cover it with the bishop, so let's cover it with the king. And I'm going to play bishop up and rook over. Maybe it'd be a good idea to threaten that queen somehow. Actually, I don't see an easy way to do it. The knight is threatening this pawn. Not yet. Not yet. I can just take it. Here's what I could do. I could put the knight here. The queen has this square back down here. Then bring my queen over to this square and chase his queen away. You can chase my knight away, huh? Okay, let's put the knight here. This looks like a good active square. If he keeps chasing me with pawns, I have this this square here on G3. Okay. This might be losing. Yeah, I forgot about the bishop. Okay, bishop here with check. It's nice to have these little escape hatches, huh?
Check.
And the knight can't block the check, and then I can retake the knight. Retake there. That's good.
Check.
I get to take there with check. And now I get to harass his queen. Finally, he can go to that square. Oh, no, the bishop is covering that square. Pawn's covering that square. Queen is covering
Check.
that square. Yeah, he just takes. And I still have two bishops for the rook, which is good. Just need to make sure my rook gets active somehow. Okay, it's too bad I can't do this with tempo. I guess I can hit that rook. Just need to get the bishop off the back row so that this rook is free to move. And his king is kind of in a box, so one of his rooks needs to stay near the back rank, on the back rank really. If I ever get over here and I'm threatening to mate him. Now my idea here was if he attacks the bishop, I can block with the other bishop, so I don't let him skewer and win this pawn. And now I'm covering these exit squares from his king, so I just need to get a rook to the back rank there.
Check.
Yes, he can check me. So let's be careful not to go anywhere. So now he's in danger of being mated. He's got to put a rook on the back rank to stop the checkmate. Okay, now there's another way to mate, which is to threaten this pawn over here. I can't go to that square, unfortunately. It's guarded by a pawn. So something like this, maybe here, here, here. Kind of a roundabout way. But the thing is, his king is trapped. His king has no moves. And this rook is his only piece that he can really move. This one has to stay on the back rank until I go here. So this might be an unstoppable mate, but maybe not, maybe not. If he takes there, that goes with check. And then he wins that bishop. I can't allow that. So I have to defend. I know I can put my bishop here, attacking his rook, and maintaining this clamp. Okay, yeah, it's a little tough for white to come up with a move. This light squared bishop would be free to move, except it's protecting this my dark squared bishop from the rook. So let's see. Yeah, if I retreat here, then I can do something with this guy. I'm not sure what I want to do. What do I want to do? I might just try pushing those pawns forward. That's an idea. As a way to win. Okay, I'm going to keep that pawn. I need it. Okay, bishop back to here.
Check.
Well, that was good. He got my the pawn that was causing him so much trouble. I still plan to come over here and win this pawn if I can. But he can defend with his rook. So I think I have to go back to plan B, which is just to push these pawns forward and win with that. Yeah, it defends the pawn. Okay, let's go there. Ooh, I forgot about that guy. Okay. Very sloppy play. I have one pass pawn. I can still pass. I can still pretend, I guess, to play for a win here. He has checks here and here, which would lead to a perpetual, except the bishops are guarding those squares. And if he pushes this pawn, trying to take the bishop away, chase the bishop away, I can take with the rook. So far so good. I guess he could move his rook to the side. Yeah, threaten this kind of stuff. So I need to guard against the checkmate. Well, actually, it would just be, that would be check, check, and mate. Yeah, that would be checkmate. Okay, he's getting behind the pawn. I'm going to keep pushing it. Yeah. So if I go here to threaten to advance this pawn, if I take here, actually, just take it, he takes my bishop, I push, and then he has to bring the rook back somewhere to defend to this square. And the bishop is guarding this checking square here. So let's try this. Push here, he takes, I push. He comes back. I go there, check. He moves the king, and then I move my queen to this square. Oh, so he's going there. Keep pushing then. Okay, let's exchange, and then if he starts checking me, I can just walk towards the rook here. And if he doesn't check me, I can threaten to queen.
Check.
Now, it's important that this pawn here, queen's on the same color square as this bishop.
Check.
In case I happen to lose one of my bishops, I need to know where my winning rook pawns are. If he grabs this pawn, though, I just get a queen. So queen and bishop against rook should be an easy win.
White resigns.
Okay, hey, very good game, Surfman, and I'm going to do a post-mortem on this one, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks, bye.